everything was a party. Only 18 years deep, and now we're getting started. Finish line clear, so we focused on the target. Wouldn't it be nice if we saturated?
In 2010, the U.S. Department of Transportation had calculated over 22.4 million people injured in car accidents across the nation, 32,885 of which were fatal. While this number is huge, it is the lowest number of fatalities since the year 1949. With the rapid increase of drivers on the street, the change in car safety technologies has saved many lives. One feature which has had a noticeable impact is the evolution of the braking system.
People go ecstatic, you know it must be us, cause we always wreaking havoc. See, I just wish the people could relax and look beyond what
The first brakes could be seen on horse carriages. A wooden block was placed over the wheel and controlled by a hand lever. While it did eventually stop the carriage, inclement weather rendered the mechanism very ineffective. After motor vehicles began to be mass-produced, two new systems for braking emerged, the drum brake and the disc brake. The brakes were controlled using the principle that liquid is practically uncompressible. Therefore, a force through one end of a tube filled with liquid would yield the same force through the other end. Applying this method to the brake pedal allows the driver to stop the car with his feet. The drum brake works by expanding the brake shoes onto the drum, creating friction and slowing down the car. It had two variations, the single leading edge and the double leading edge. The single leading edge only had one pivot point and made it difficult to stop cars that were rolling backwards. This was replaced with a double leading edge drum brake with two pivot points. By allowing the shoes to be pressed against the inside of the entire wheel rather than just a portion, the problem was eliminated. The disc brake was invented before the drum brakes, but was not popular due to the creaking sound they produced. Disc brakes work with a rotor and brake caliper system. When the brake pedal is pressed, the calipers squeeze the spinning rotor and cause the car to come to a stop. Ironically, they are much better at stopping cars than their counterparts and are the main brakes used in stopping cars today. The current setup in most commercial vehicles is two disc brakes in the front and two drum brakes in the back. The reason for this is that disc brakes make lousy parking brakes, whereas the drum brake design naturally makes them good parking brakes. The first anti-lock brakes were created for airplanes, and after testing on motorcycles proved that they cut down on skidding, they were applied to cars. By keeping the wheels from skidding, anti-lock brakes help you stop faster and steer while you stop, allowing you to avoid obstacles. By using speed sensors on the wheels, the ABS controller can calculate when a wheel is about to lock up and alter the pressure on the brakes. The evolution of braking technology has allowed drivers to avoid accidents that were impossible before. It has made the streets safer for motorists and pedestrians alike. The new autonomous emergency braking systems are based on radar technology to identify obstacles and intervene only in critical situations. In the case that collisions cannot be avoided, it can even prepare the vehicle restraints for impact. Many major companies are beginning to adopt this technology and introduce it to their new line of vehicles. Only speculation can be said about what lies in the future of car safety. Equipment to completely stop Formula 1 racing cars from 160 miles per hour in only 6 seconds already exists, and it is only a matter of time before they are adopted to commercial vehicles on the street. The idea of autonomous cars that can take full control of the wheel when the driver is not in the proper condition is quickly becoming a reality. Also, assistive technology to maintain certain distances between cars and make sure the vehicle does not veer off the lane is already in existence. The need for mobility and speed is undeniable in today's society, and technology can allow it to happen safely.